But you've already. I respect your honesty. This capitalism, this profiteering, this warmongering is your religion. It's your religion, my brother. I understand. I hear it and I understand. Lakum dinukum waliya din. You have your religion, I have my religion. Thank you for being honest. But what I want you to do from this point onwards is to go and spread your religion to people who are Jews and Christians and tell them what is the law of the Bible. Go and tell them, go and preach it. So at least they can make an informed decision. Do they want the maximization of global well-being, or do they want the maximization of the well-being of Jews and a certain group of people?
Yeah, but
go and teach them. Go and teach them the religion. What religion are you? Go and teach them the religion of Judaism, please, brother. I respect.
Matthew, what religion are you? What do you believe in?
I am Khomeinist.
You believe in Khomeini?
Yeah, I'm a Khomeinist.
You believe in the Islamic Republic?
Of course.
Why would you believe in that? Because especially now, since there's like 50,000 demonstrators on the street within 2 days.
50,000, bro? It was 1 million. Why'd you passive keep reducing the number? It was 50,000. You're lying to the Reza. You're lying to the people. It was 1 million. The IRGC killed 1 million people.
During their lifetime, Matthew, during the lifetime, they probably did kill 1 million.
Bro, the IRGC, this guy, Reza, I'm so sorry to the rest of the audience. Please apologize. I apologize on Reza's behalf. He's lying about the IRGC. The IRGC, they have tails, they have horns, and they are breathing fire, and they're going to break through Alexander's Gate, and they've killed up to now 1 million people. Please don't believe Reza's bullshit answer of 50,000.
So wait, Black, I have a question for you. Like, is this like genuinely, is that like your real mindset about how world works and how politics work? Or is that, are you just like trolling? Because the way you're thinking about things is not real.
It's happening.
No, I mean, I don't, regardless, like, I'm not saying that Black is a bad person or anything like that. I just think his positions are flawed. Obviously, he's done more research in this field than I have, but I don't think that more war is gonna just keep our whatever.
No,
going. I think there's a point of diplomacy eventually that you're gonna get to. But like, I mean, we could just agree or disagree at that point. Everybody has, everybody thinks like there's only one way to do things when it comes to like, especially like this global positioning and things like that.
But honestly, like, I'm not, like, if Black thinks like that, and he thinks that's his way of winning things, and honestly, like, I think that's very naive, and I want him to think like that. If I was his enemy, I would want him to think like that, because that's where I'm going to get him, right? And obviously, like, the way he thinks, that's not real, and his research is probably based on propaganda, not actual facts. And it's just sad, bro. Like, if you're probably older than me, you need to get real with yourself and think real, because the way you think is not real, and that's probably like corrupting your reality, and it's going to give you a hard time when you get like.
The way you think is real, the way I think is not real.
No, I listened to what you were saying, to how you think about things, and to me, like, I understand biology, and I know that the way you think is not real. You need to deep dive into your soul and free yourself from this mindset that you have.
Oh wow,
I'm not trying to be like hurtful. Even with your own religion, the way you think, if that's your religion, that religion is leading you to your own destruction.
I thought.
So I feel sorry for
you. More legitimacy if you had like just like an atheist perspective. But like, you're a rabbi?
But bro, this is what I'm saying. This is what I've been saying. No, but we have to respect. Black is the warrior that comes out onto the battlefield, and he doesn't lie. He doesn't lie to his soldiers. He doesn't lie to the opponents. He says, "I'm a black rabbi. This is our religion. This is the worldview of the Old Testament.
Yeah,
I do not care about like, anyone."
From a moral perspective, you're okay with this ideas? Like that's I'm surprised. I thought this was talking to like a. Yeah, I just thought it was talking to like somebody that's not religious. I didn't know if it was a rabbi.
This is the religion of classical and late antiquity, and the world is pretty much done with it. This is the only group left.
Yeah, man. Come on, dude. You can't be preaching a religion and stuff like that and then saying all these things that you're saying, like, oh, fuck everybody, and it's all about America and our way of living, and then be chilling in Israel and stuff like that. Like,
and Mr., let me correct you on one thing. There is no winning against Islam in Middle East. If you make peace with them, they're gonna win. If you declare war against them, they're still gonna win. There is no win against Islam in Middle East. Period.
First of all, I just want to explain one thing. I have not mentioned religion one thing, and in fact, what is the detriment of the Middle East is that they haven't made the separation between church and state, right? Because they haven't done that, their foreign policy, their economics and social structures are
brother. Israel is led by a Likud party that are radical Zionists. This is their religion. They're not whatever. Israel runs this country, my friend. Your foreign policy that you're propagating, the pictures you're taking in Israel and things like that, you know damn well they have unlimited influence on our politics, my friend.
Absolutely not.
You sat there and freaking sat there and watched that interview with Huckabee. Come on. What conclusions can you derive from that? It's ridiculous. They're running their own version of radical Judaism, Zionism, whatever the hell you want to call it. There's no separation of state, my friend.
Hey, Black Rabbi, I was gonna ask about that. Like, why did Mike Huckabee say that? He said, like, it'd be okay if they took the whole thing. Like, why did he?
Yeah, because that's his ideology. He's a Christian Zionist. He believes that's what God's will is. And then this guy is telling me that the detriment of the Middle East is because we didn't separate the church and state. My brother, this is like, come on. What is that? This whole policy is a Christian Zionist policy. Our whole foreign policy is a Christian Zionist policy. You're trying to mask it into a Christian Zionist, whatever. It doesn't matter. It bleeds over religions, whatever. But it's an ideology. It's not a separation of state and religion.
Yeah, and honestly, like, people talking about like regime change in Iran or like getting rid of the regime. You know what's powerful than atomic bombs or like military things like that? Ideology is powerful. Okay, and that is the ultimate atomic bomb.
There's such a unified ideology in the Middle East. I think you guys perceive it. Yeah. In fact, the biggest enemy to Iran is not Israel or America; it's the Gulf states. But this is my point. This has nothing to do with religion. Okay, this is to do with expanding markets.
Oh, God.
And creating stability.
Okay. So basically, it's just a haves and have-nots, and you don't care about the have-nots. You don't care about the betterment of the world. You don't care about going into a new whatever. You just all you care about is just your day to day. And you're a rabbi. I don't get it. Like it doesn't.
Ooh, maybe you should ask.
I can't square that circle.
No, Mr. He's squaring Mr. Black Rabbi is squaring the circle perfectly because there is no squaring of the circle. He's just being a really good Jew. Bro, no, this is their religion.
Yeah. Honestly,
the Old Testament is all about. Firstly, there's no exclusive monotheism in the Bible. So they don't believe that there's only one God. That's a later invention. There was a divine council, and what the God of the Jews said that I am the only God. Black. It's not a distraction. This is your religion.
We're talking about
political philosophy.
We're talking about Jewish faith.
Your want for capitalism.
You don't want to accept American dominance.
Of course I don't. Yeah, I don't because I care about.
So just own that and stop making it a personal. Don't make it personal. I'm not talking about you and your faith or anything like that. Just talk on what's on the table.
You did allude to it. You said the Middle East doesn't separate church and say that's their problem. Blah blah blah. You said that.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, Black.
Okay, so that you did reference and you talked about religion.
I'm talking about me personally.
Black. It's not about. It's not about.
No, I'm just curious. Like, how do you come to these conclusions in your a Jewish person. Like that's like you're.
Forget about me. Okay. Let's talk about philosophical approach. Let's not talk about me.
Yeah. So my philosophical approach is not being that way. I guess is not being in this mindset of capitalistic system and things like that, and getting into a new era of thinking and consciousness.
You know why you're saying that? Because we live in the era where if it feels good, it must be right. And if it doesn't feel good, it must be wrong. And you perceive us dominating, right? Us dropping bombs. Those are instruments of change.
Yeah, I definitely lessen my quality of life just to save some lives around the world. I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, you know.
But I just don't believe. I don't believe those bombing kids and things like that is going to lead us to have better. You can go and talk about it from like a strategy perspective and things like that.
Yeah.
I have an economics background. I don't think you understand what inflation is and just overspending and things like that. I don't think you've looked at it from that perspective on like what these unnecessary wars are doing. What was that?
Yeah. So, Mr. Actually, you know what? You were a great example. Great example, and I commend you and I respect you. You're a great example of the heart of the American people, right? Mm-hmm. You do represent the vast majority of American people who want to see peace on earth, who want to see equality.
What do you want to see? What do you want to see?
Wait, hear me out. I'm gonna get there. This is what you want, and this is the product of American. This is the product of American infrastructure.
And according to you, it was gained through just bombing people overseas and world dominance.
No. The only difference where we separate, where we separate, and this is very difficult for Americans to understand, is the reality of the people that we're dealing with in other parts of the world.
Okay. Right. They're boogeymen.
Kendrick Lamar.
They're boogeymen. Just like what they said, they were jealous of our freedoms. So they came and attacked us at 9/11. Let's talk about 9/11. Let's talk about 9/11.
We can go there, but just really quick.
Go ahead.
They are people that need to be disciplined and ordered. Okay, that's who they are.
God.
And without that,
that's ridiculous. I think you need to be disciplined and ordered. Who's going to discipline and order you?
So what we need to do
is
to discipline regime change in America. Now, the best.
No, that's ridiculous.
No, we have to change the regime. We have to change the regime in America.
What are we, the fox? We have to hit him with the bell.
We have to change the regime in America.
Yeah, there's no such thing as that these people will kill you.
I'm side of the humanity, my friend. I'm the side of humanity.
The people we're toppling.
Who's gonna kill me and my family? Who? Which people?
Okay, so this is. This is backtracking. Mister, I'm gonna make it easier for you. You just heard your buddy
Saddam say, Gaddafi.
If we topple the regime in Iran, all hell is gonna break loose. There's gonna be violence in America. There's gonna be violence in other parts.
Because there's been one too many topples of the regime, my friend. What happened with Gaddafi? What happened with Iraq? What happened with all these people? So when are you gonna stop? When is the end of this? Like, I don't get it. Like, we already achieved what the heck is going on? Oh wow. Okay. So that's when we gotta reach this utopian type of Hunger Games society that you're imagining.
Two good examples. One example is Somaliland. Right? And another example is Israel. These are two geographical areas that are surrounded by opposite ideologies. What we want to do, the future of America is exporting our ideology outside of the country.
Oh my God, wow.
We're going to take people in different parts of the world that want to live in an American way, and we're going to provide them with weapons, with arms.
What does it mean to be in an American way, to live in an American way? Go ahead.
Exactly the person you are. We want to create more people like you.
I'm telling you that there's plenty of people just like me all over the world.
No, that's not true.
And those people don't want to kill you. They don't give a shit about you. They don't give a fuck about you.
Go to
They
Africa,
don't, my friend. Stop being brainwashed, my brother. These people don't care about you. They've never thought about you. The only reason why they've thought about you is because you fucking bombed their country. You've killed them. You've done this. So what would you do? What would you do if somebody came, if China one day became power and said, you know what, we're gonna topple this fucking American regime. It's done too much bullshit around the world, and they have the capacity to do it, and they did it. What would you feel about the Chinese government?
My issue would be with God, not the Chinese government.
So now you're turning to God. They're going back to religion.
Yeah, it's the Jewish God. It's the Jewish God that wants capitalism and wants basically well-being
I
just
don't
for
know
Jews.
about that.
No, brother. It's just you're saying you're coming from like this moral high point, like all these people are savages and we need to set them straight.
The rules of the jungle.
If you never bothered them, they would have never bothered you. We're on a whole other side of the world, my brother.
Yeah, you're black.
We could have
You and your people represent barbarism, savagery. You represent
Definitely.
the Dark Ages. You represent antiquity.
What
And the
makes
world.
Americans like not savages?
The world, the world is done. The world has kind of obliterated all of the groups. The only group that remains like you from the medieval ages and from classical antiquity is you, and the world will be done with you too. So you can enjoy like whatever this weird kind of feeling of dominance is, but the world is done.
China's a better
The world is done with savagery.
Russia's a better
How is America better than China? Go ahead, as a society. Go ahead.
Because China doesn't produce people like you.
Bro, I've met plenty of Chinese people. They're fine people, man. You need to get out more. You need to go touch some grass.
No,
you need to travel to other places outside of Israel. You need to go and travel the world and check few places.
This is why the Islamic Republic.
Brother, these people don't hate you, bro. You hate them.
This is why the greater Islamic Republic, after it's done toppling Israel, is going to topple the US, so that we can civilize.
I gotta go, guys. I'll talk to you guys later.
You don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that.
Hear what? What did you say?
We're going to civilize the savages. We're going to
what do I not want to hear?
You don't want to hear.
I seriously gotta go. I gotta whatever. But go ahead. What is it I didn't want to hear?
You don't want to hear that these people want to conquer you.
Oh my God. Okay, man. You've been watching too much Fox News, man. You need to relax with that, dude. Like you gotta go and go meet some people, bro. You gotta meet some people, man. You gotta really stop following this propaganda over and over again.
Literally, that's the biggest.
You're being used as a pawn, my friend.
They're all.
You're getting told like this scary story about a boogeyman all over the world, and we need to do this, and bro, your mindset's not right.
He's speaking in Clubhouse from one of those tunnels, those Jewish tunnels under the streets. That's where he's speaking from. They don't get let out much. They get let out.
Yeah, man. It's not a. We don't have to make it personal. I'm just saying that, bro. Like you should really actually go meet some people, the everyday person and stuff like that. China produces plenty of people like me, probably better than me. Everywhere else does too. And it's good and bad in everybody. We don't have to fucking be these enforcers. They don't want to fucking kill us for no reasons. The only extremism is Zionism right now in the world, and that's the biggest extremism, the biggest problem. The ones that are spreading all this bullshit. It really is in America. Really, our foreign policy is based off of Zionism. You want to be blind to that, but that's fine.
So Zionism is
so whatever is just so AIPAC and all these people are just giving out money because they're just giving out all this money and stuff because they're just I don't know they just like the politicians and they care so much about American politicians even though they're a Jewish Zionist organization that cares everything about Israel, but they're just giving them money because they like them, and I guess that's I don't know why they're so involved in American politics. Why 98% of them are getting funded by
talking points, bro. These aren't even your talking points. These are just things you heard.
Okay,
I could give you.
How do you go against that? I don't get it. Like, what's your point against it? What do you mean they're not my talking points when I'm talking?
Number one. America's security again in this region largely has to do with the military threat of Israel to surround the country. Right? That's number one.
So if Israel wasn't there, everybody would just be like, fucking hate America, man. I want to fucking go over the fucking whole Atlantic and just bomb America.
This isn't about
is that what you're trying to say?
Bro. It's not about hate. That's emotional. It's about compliance.
Why do Middle Eastern people hate us? No, it is about hate. Why? Because you're saying they hate us. Because they're gonna attack us. Why do they hate us? Go.
Because their ideology and their religion says so. We're kuffars.
Oh my god! And we're Goyim, my friend. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being a Goy.
You know, throughout history, like, you know, Christians and Jews and stuff, we've all lived pretty peacefully, even in Palestine. You know that, right?
That's a lie.
Okay, mostly peacefully.
Many massacres.
So you're saying, you're going back to religion again. You're saying because it's inherent in Muslim religion. I'm talking to you as a Muslim. That we need to kill the kafir. Is that what you're saying?
No, what I'm saying is, again, this isn't about hate. That's why I tried to remove that word.
No, it says you're saying that they're inherently bad. You're saying they're inherently bad.
I'm saying.
You just said that.
No, what I'm saying to you broadly is that compliance is why America is able to have success.
What is your reason behind why we need to attack the Middle East? Because why not approach it from a diplomatic point rather than blowing the shit up? Why? You just told me with your own words. You said it's because their ideology is bad. Like they're just bad people. Like Muslims, these billions of Muslims around the world are just their religion just teaches this, and we just need to whatever them. Because if we don't, it's not because of Israel. It's not because of this foreign policy. It's not because of any of that. It's because they just hate us. That doesn't make a whole lot of logical sense to me. I don't know. For me,
they see our way of life as disgusting.
All right. That's you stick with that, my friend. I mean, I had a good conversation.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you guys later. I gotta get going. I appreciate you guys. Bye. Assalamu alaikum, everybody else.
Muslim guy.
Of course I'm Muslim. What's wrong? Is it wrong to be Muslim?
No, but that's part of your ideology is connected to it.
Oh yeah, my ideology is to hate you guys, man. All right, that's my ideology. That's what they teach us at the mosque.
You don't want America to have
too much Fox News, my friend. Too much Fox News.
You don't want America to. But listen to your point. You don't want to have America shouldn't spend tons of money on military. They should be isolated.
I think they should take a more diplomatic approach.
That's hating America.
Okay. Before I leave, I want to talk to you about the situation with Iran, right? How many times have we went and did we killed Soleimani, we went and bombed them, we had the 12-day war, we did all these things to them, we pulled out of Obama's agreement with them, with the nuclear program agreement, we did all these things to them, but they still want to negotiate with us. If they're so just bloodthirsty, fuck America, blah, 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 why didn't they already fucking attack us? Why didn't they already fucking attack us?
They want to because they don't have we weakened them over the last 40-something years. We weakened them through sanctions, through CIA involvement, through other forms of undermining, like you said, killing scientists, other things. We have to destroy them. There's no option.
All right, guys. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. I'll see you later, my brother.
Oh, wait, hold on. You're Muslim? Mister, you're Muslim?
Of course I am. Why?
Oh, hey, Black Rabbi. He is a Muslim.
Yeah.
You're aiming against him.
Damn, man. Why are you guys bringing up religion, man?
No, because Black Rabbi, you have a bias, Black Rabbi.
He has bias against Muslims for sure. He just said
we just found out that he was Muslim right now.
No. I don't. Well, sure, but I'm saying your bias is against Muslims.
I didn't express any bias.
I have let me tell you something. Like in the movie Lord of the Ring, right? Like, how come they're not successful at getting rid of
Lord of the Rings?
Yeah. Like, how come they're not successful? Because I'm trying to simplify this for you to understand.
Lord of the Rings is a way of simplifying it.
Yeah, nobody can destroy like the Sauron or the evil man that he is, or the evil power. Nobody can destroy it. The only way they can destroy it is by putting it in the fire but he is from the fire, so you don't really destroy it. You just put it out of existence for a temporary moment. He comes back every time, right? And so Islam is like this giant mountain that's made of rock, really hard rock. And you being America, you can bomb it as many times as you want. It can break into pieces, but it will still remain a rock.
We don't have a problem with Islam. We have a problem with
you cannot weaken ideologies. You cannot do it. And if you think you can, then obviously you're so naive, like naive as worse than a child. Like you probably want to jump in a fire, you know? Like your mind doesn't have the understanding of telling you, hey, don't jump in the fire. But you would jump in the fire because you don't understand the fire.
Like I said, the issue is, and actually I'm hearing the Adhan right now being said in Jerusalem, right? But the point is it's not a war against Islam. It's a war against radical Islam.
No. Don't gaslight me. Don't gaslight me. If you're killing Muslims in their homes, no. If you're killing Muslims in their homes, in their country, in their land, that is war against Islam, period.
That's how you guys
Of course that's how I see it, because it is about me.
Understand.
You're gaslighting me. You're saying that what is happening to Muslims is not true.
No, it's about that.
You're like a fucking idiot at this point.
And
like you are so dumb.
Example of that is
like your reality is so corrupt to the point that you're not even a human anymore. Yeah, it is.
Your reality is
yes, and you're so like stupid about how you understand the reality and how politics works around the world.
That's a primitive.
If you you don't even know what America learned as a lesson and when going to war in Iraq. Okay, and guess what? America like pulled their last base from Iraq in like last month because they couldn't continue there, right? And in Middle East, you can never win. Okay, you can never win. That's why Islam was born there, right? And born there because nobody can like beat them. Nobody. Even if you bomb their country, they will still be as powerful.
Again, you want to make it about Islam. Our issue is radical Islam. We love Muslims. Muslims are good people. Muslims contribute to America. They contribute to our military, to our infrastructure, to innovations. They're high-income earners, very educated people. We don't have, except for the Somalis, right? But other than that, we have a great relationship with Muslims, and we have our greatest allies in the world.
You don't have great. You have interest in Muslims and Islam. Your interest is to take away their everything. Take away their livelihoods, take away their resources, take away their lands. That is, your relationship is based on interest. And you're so fucked up for that. Like, you're not even a human if you think like that. And you know what? If you think like that, you're in for a very short-term power. And, it's sad because if you think like that, you're actually thinking for destruction of your own self in your own existence. So get ready when your entire world collapses. Your reality collapses when America collapses and Israel collapses, and they're both the same Satan, okay? The little Satan and the big Satan. They're two faces of the same coin. And you know what? I feel bad for you. When that happens, like you're gonna I don't know, I hope you don't commit suicide because you're not gonna be able to process what just happened. Your mind is not going to process because you didn't take the time to understand things in life. You just your mind is just gravitating towards Fox News, propaganda, false facts, everything. And for short-term stuff, that's not how it is. You're very naive at this age that you are, and that is very sad, to be honest.
What does naive mean to you? Like, you keep saying that. What is naive? Like, describe to me what naive is.
The way how you think, that means someone who doesn't know anything is just the way how everyone saw how everyone heard you speak. Everyone know the way you think about life and world and power and politics. So they know what naive is, and that's what you are. So I don't need to define it. You define it with your own words.
I just try to understand what you're saying. But anyways, like I said, it's fine. We disagree, but it's important for Americans to hear, that you see that. I personally think America, like I said, has a great relationship with Islam. We want to see a more moderate form of Islam around the Middle East. We don't want to see radical and extremism. And I think that the Middle East is going to be a great place for business. The $21 trillion that have been pledged by Gulf countries is going into building AI centers and all different types of, innovation. Saudi has a super city they're trying to build. So I just see nothing but just complete connectivity, unity. Israel's working great. Went to a security alliance recently with Syria, which they were enemies at a point for I don't know how many decades. I mean, since the inception of Israel. I mean, these are historic landmarks. Relationships with Egypt, Egypt and Jordan are dependent on Israel for certain resources. The Gulf countries are aligned, and I think once we knock out Iran, you're going to see Reza. Kitover, I can't even say his name. He's saying he's going to normalize relationships with Israel.
No, let me tell you, you're so hopeful, and this is what naive means, because you're hopeful for false reasons. America has done too much damage in the world to have a future. It's not going to exist. Okay, and you're talking about you have allies. No, you don't.
Wow.
Yeah, what America has done in past, in their history to other countries, they basically seal their own faith. The end is coming. And it's here.
These allies that you keep talking about, it's interesting. It's really interesting kind of hearing the Zionist playbook verbalized by Black Americans. So how many allies? Yeah. So how many allies are we talking about? How many nation states do you think are your allies? What, 20, 30, 50?
You think in the Middle East or in the world?
No, global actually.
Oh man, there's 190 countries. I mean, you could say more than 70+% have some type of working relationship with the United States.
Okay, so should we go with 160 just to round it up?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I think you could just chat GPT. I mean, it's a great question. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
so what you're forgetting is that you're just talking about the state leaders. So when you say 160 nation states, what you're actually talking about is 160 people versus hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of Muslims. So Israel has taught you like a good boy to believe the propaganda that the allies of your country are the allies of all the people in those countries. But that's like the home that the Quran talks about, that the home of the spider is built on a flimsy home, the spider web. It's just going to all come crumbling down, and the trajectory is against you.
Yeah.
So you are there in your kind of whatever, the tunnel that you're broadcasting from right now, underground. You believe these lies. They've lied to you, and they've said, you know what, you want to win? Be with us. Look at the map. Look at all these countries. They're just naming nation states. They're just naming 160 individuals. And you could say, okay, they each have a circle of around 100. So let's multiply 100 by 170. Right, what is that, 17,000? Something like that, or 1,700? No, 17,000. So there are let's say 20,000 people. Let's say 50,000. In fact, let's say 100,000 people are on your side. You're forgetting the hundreds and hundreds of millions of people that are very soon going to wake up to the idea that the Islamic Republic is their only hope. And once they unite around the Islamic Republic, once they unite around the Islamic Republic, bro, forget weapons. They're just going to walk into Israel.
You know, it's interesting.
Do you disagree?
No, I not only do I disagree. I have a frame of reference I think you should look at. I'm from Los Angeles. I've been living in Israel for a while, right? And the thing, you learn something really interesting about human nature, right? And when you see people like, for example, you have Palestinians here in Israel, right? So where I'm in Jerusalem, which is like a 2-hour drive away from Gaza, right? You go another 2 to 4 hours, I'm in, close by the border on Lebanon and Syria, right? The Golan Heights up there. The thing that's interesting is going through the war, going through this whole thing for 3 years, is that you see something interesting about human behavior, that if people's basic needs in this generation, maybe in the past 100 years ago is different, but if people's basic needs are met and they have a strong frame of security and they have an ideological outlook that is perpetuated in their environment, like outlook, goals, how they live, this type of thing, they're pretty much docile, right? I see people all the time. I walk down the street and you see people cleaning, people walking, this, and you think like, it doesn't matter. They have these simple lives and they really don't care about more than past that. And it was a struggle for me growing up because I always had so much ambition. Like, why isn't more people? The thing is, that's the beauty of capitalism, right? Because it creates an environment where a person can create their independent philosophical approach, maintain their own standard of living, and increase it, right? And tune out the rest of the world. And that's what I've seen here with the Palestinians. They're not concerned what's going on in Gaza. When I walk out, I see these kids at cafes, I see these girls at university. That's what I see. I don't see an angry group of people that their cousins, right, literally hours away are being massacred. I don't see that. I see people living their life. Now, you on the outside will say, well, one day they're going to rise up and they're going to come together. No, that's not the case. And that's the same thing in Iran. That's the same thing in Iraq. That's the same thing in anywhere else America's had intervention. The people are docile. You saw Israel level the Syrian military. Nobody said anything. Not one Muslim country, not even factions of dissidents even inside of Syria.
That's just another lie. But I understand.
So what happened?
No, I understand the argument. Yeah, you're right. When most people's basic needs are met, you're absolutely right. They are less likely to revolt. But here's the problem. The problem is that social media and people's exchange of ideas happens at a speed that never happened before. So you can't rely on what happened in the medieval times or in the beginning of the 20th century. If I was speaking to you 5 years before the Islamic Republic, 5 years before Khomeini's revolution, you'd be telling me the same thing. You'd be like, people are not going to rise up against the Shah. It's not going to happen. There's no way it can happen. People's basic needs are met or whatever. But then it happened. The same thing with South African apartheid. People were saying for decades, it's not going to happen. You can't get rid of the apartheid. It's too strong. And it was true. And then it happened. And it's the same thing with the toppling of the US. People saying it's a superpower, it's not going to happen, and then it's going to happen. So this lie that you've been taught by your senior white Jewish rabbis, the ones that control you and manipulate you, they've been lying to you. You've been sold on this lie, which is a Zionist playbook. As long as people are,
I can't just be a brilliant guy, right? Someone has to train me how to think.
No, you haven't been trained how to think. You've been trained how to lie. And this idea that people don't revolt once there's a threshold that's met is also a lie. People are impassioned about the fact that Israel is just barbaric. Your country, your people, black, your people are just barbaric, and they don't like that. They don't want it. They may stay. They will stay.
My ancestors created the whole idea.
You're barbaric, and the people that you support are barbaric, and we've already established that. You've admitted it. You don't care. You don't care. Yeah, you said you don't care about global well-being. I think that you're barbaric. I mean, you even support barbarism. You support Israel leveling this place and that place. So you're just a barbarian. But that's your religion. Your religion is Judaism, and I respect that that's your religion. I respect
nothing
that.
To do with Judaism. That's your American outlook.
The mistake that you make is you think that your religion is like our religion. You think that those Muslims that you quote, those house Negroes that you call Muslims, those are not Muslims, right? They're kuffar. They are kuffar. They are our political, social, political.
Yeah, and that's the flaw of your ideology.
We don't even look at them. We touch them and we wash our hands.
Yeah,
we're not interested. We're not interested in house Negroes. What we're interested in is Muslims who are revolutionary, who care about the Mohammedan movement, and that's not something you can vanish. It's not going to vanish, my brother.
We don't need to vanish it. We just need
You can't vanish it. No, you can't. All we need to do is revolutionize.
We want to give them weapons.
We need to revolutionize people to wake up to the fact that
We don't want to wake anybody up. We want everyone to go to sleep.
The vision to topple the Israel's satellite regimes around the world, including the Middle East, can happen within weeks. That's all we need to do.
Okay.
And now
I think you should shoot for that.
you'd be dealing with 1 billion Muslims strong. And we'll just
I don't believe that. I don't believe
so,
that.
yes, it's going to be tough. It'll be tough, and then it will happen.
Hey, you know what? It's a great dream. I get it. And this is why we have to be vigilant on our side. And the people you see as kuffars, we have to empower them with weapons.
They're weak, bro. The people that you have on your side are so weak. They just believe anything.
No,
but the people on the outside will walk into your country.
We have technology.
We'll take over the White House. We'll paint it green, white, and red.
You can't even build your own country.
We'll get rid of all the drugs.
You can't even build your own country.
Rehab centers.
You can't even organize yourselves.
We'll push the Zionists back into all the Zionists will be underground.
But you can't even manage your own country.
So you'll be
talk about take over anything.
Yeah. That's the dream that you've been told.
No, you
that's
guys
the
can't.
lie
Right
that
now,
you've been told.
You guys
You've
can't
been
even
told,
in this region manage countries.
You are basically.
Look what Assad did to his citizens.
You are basically
Look what Saddam did to his citizens. Look what the Iraqis did to their citizens.
You are the textbook myth.
You cannot manage society.
You are the textbook myth that all people were born evil. This is a motif that is repurposed in paintings and art and film and TV show, where you have one side who believes in humanity of people and another side saying, no, people are corruptible. You think that everyone is corruptible because you are a Satan. You are a Jewish Satan. You don't care. This is your religion. And I respect that you're honest about your religion, but our religion will prevail.
I never mentioned anything about religion.
All you care about is those 300 individuals.
You don't want to. You don't want to
those
accept
300 individuals. Those 300 individuals
you don't want to accept
that are currently occupying the majority countries.
Your Allah cannot stop it.
Your God, your pathetic little God.
I'm just saying you cannot stop American
Your anthropomorphic retard God that you still believe is real, that is in the Old Testament. That
dominating.
That is an emo rage bait bitch, a little bitch that your God is. That is already dead. The only thing we need to demonstrate is the people who still believe in that spastic God that you believe in, that you worship. That spastic God died many millennia ago.
B-2 bombers.
That little retard God that you believe in.
The skies and Tehran.
We'll see. Yeah, come back in a year and we'll see what happens. But Matthew wants to say something. Go ahead, Matthew.
Yeah, I did actually. Rabbi, I think we agreed last time we met that you're going to get some counseling. I thought we agreed on this, okay? So obviously...
I don't know yet. So,
well, you do remember me. You remember me for a minute. I remember the last time you spoke when the 12-day exchange was happening. I remember in day 2, you said we're going to change the regime. The Israeli boot is in the Iranian face. Actually, I think it happened the other way around, didn't it, Rabbi? I think people heard you screaming outside the bunker, but they wouldn't allow you to bitch us inside the bunker. I think they would consider going, wasn't it?
That's what they told you. In Gaza had bunkers.
People heard you scream. I think after the remaining 3 days, everybody saw the boot that came out of the Israeli face. Wasn't that true, Rabbi? Israel proved to be a bitch. Just like everybody knows.
Yeah, like I said,
it's the only army in the world, by the way, that issued blood diapers. I hope they gave you some as well. I thought we agreed on this. Remember, I was remembering you.
I don't remember.
Now look at us. Look at us. We're going to put the Israeli boot on the Iranian face. I think it happens all the way around, isn't it? Rabbi. Anyway, so obviously, I think you're the only one with the...
Assalamu alaikum. Hold on, Mahdi, bro. Let me give my salams to my brothers. Yo, fuck Ali Baba. How about that? Fuck Ali Baba.
All right, good talking to you guys.
All right, Black.
Oh, come on.
Well done, Matty. Good for drag. I've never met Black Rabbi, but the one thing I do respect, and I mean this genuinely, is that he is honest. He's honest that this is the religion of Judaism, that this is basically capitalism, They don't care about social welfare and social by welfare, I don't mean like social welfare. I mean the well-being of society. They don't believe in global maximization of global well-being. They believe in the well-being of Jews and anyone who is a slave for them. And he cited Muslims, and he is right that there are millions of Muslims around the world who are docile. But all that needs to change is we need to revolutionize them, and that trajectory is already in place. So I hope that he returns in about a year or 2 years' time to see what the state of play is.
Well, he hope he doesn't go to the Nuremberg courts to answer for support of Zionism like lots of fascists did in the past. What he also doesn't realize that is Israel, even amongst its former Zionist allies, has become an embarrassment, an absolute embarrassment, this country. Even the actual Zionist allies in the past, they're turning their back on it, just like the Klingons do. Full turn on the back. It's a silly embarrassment. It's going to implode. There's no future for this country.
Yo, can someone reset the room? What are you guys talking about?
We're just talking, well, we were just kind of like, we've just been talking about the Islamic Republic versus Israel and their slaves, and Black Rabbi was just telling us where their mind's at.
Yeah, but I can't read what's on the cards, and the great USA itself, actually, I hope Donald Trump doesn't ruin it, because the country has lots of potential. One of his biggest Achilles heels is Israel. And in the past, this country, although it has lots of potential, is led by monsters. These guys that go to Epstein Island, obviously they're not doing very well for it. So it has been defeated decisively in depth in the paddy fields of Vietnam. It's been decisively defeated in depth in the mountaintops of Afghanistan. It's been decisively defeated in depth in the streets of Iraq. And like I said, I just don't know where this guy's going. It's really crazy. He's thinking of attacking friend and foe. Even friendly countries, Canada, Greenland. This guy is crazy, absolutely crazy. Man, even is all this ice in his own country. He doesn't understand this is the wrong trajectory. This is how actually empires implode. Forget about somebody attacking them. This is how they will implode. Look at someone like China. It's actually more freedoms, more liberty, more R&D, more human rights, more investment, more economy, more people being lifted out of poverty, more space programs. They're going the right trajectory. And these other countries are going wrong trajectory. This is how, I don't know, it's only Black Rabbi that doesn't see it. Everybody can see. This is exactly how empires collapse and how empires are built.
Well, America hasn't collapsed yet, bro, and they own the
Yeah,
world.
well, it hasn't.
So I don't know what you're on about.
Saves it from the craziest that are.
Who's gonna save it, bro? It's like the Z's own it. Oh, we're on Clubhouse. I can finally use the word. The Zionists own the world and they own America. Like, what do you want about right now? I'm not really
Well, that's the
understanding
ruin
what
of
you're saying.
the US. That's you just spelled it out there.
What's the ruin of the U.S.? The U.S. is the most functional government in the world. What do you want about?
But it's going all in the wrong direction.
Who said that? Who said that? They own everything. Oh, so if someone owns everything, they're in the wrong direction? Have you heard of BlackRock? Like, what are you on about right now? I have no idea what you're saying, man.
Brother, from the 2001, this country announced this is the new American century. What's definitely clear, every day that slaps is everybody's century except the US. It's going all the
I
opposite
have no
direction.
fucking idea what you're on about, bro. Like, can you just give me concise answers? Like, what are you on about, bro?
The US.
America owns the world. They own economics. What are you on about?
I'm done.
Yeah, Ibn, what, man? I'm pissed about Alibaba. What, man?
What did Alibaba do?
It's none of right now. It's let me just deal with Mahdi. It's whatever right now. I need to target my rage towards someone, bro.
Don't do it on me. Don't do it.
Well, don't target. Well, what happened? What did Alibaba do? What did he do?
Let me target my rage towards someone.
No,
Mahdi.
man. Don't target.
No, man. You want to just.
Okay, fine. Because Matthew says fuck.
Target it at, target CM.
Do to you?
Why CM? What did you do? CM will take it. It's fine. He won't know what's going on anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, what did Alibaba do that made you say?
This fucking guy, bro. Look, I go on his live and I'm talking to Rafid. Look. What I'm really trying to do behind your guys' backs, right? Behind the brethren's backs, I'm trying to unite the Shia. Look, you can disagree with our beliefs. Bro, if the Salafis and the Ash'aris can unite, maybe we can unite too. And I'm trying to bring that up. And Ali Baba calls me a kafir. He says, man, we can't even sit with you guys. My nigga, me and you were boys 2 years ago. I have your personal number and you have my personal number. And we used to chat it up. And now you're treating me like some kind of kafir. And he says, yo, you, Hamza, should have your head removed from your neck. Oh, yo, dog. What? I lost it, dog. Yo, Ali Baba, what's going on? Me and you were boys, and now you act like Salafi, and he throws me down to the audience. And him and Hoodie and this other guy, Haidar, I don't know who they are, they keep talking shit for like 30 minutes, and I keep asking them, bring me up, let me defend my positions, and Ali Baba is the worst of creation. And now I'm on a personal mission. I'm going to destroy Ali Baba. That's all I care about. Mahdi, I could care less. Mahdi's a dumbass. We're all, no offense, Mahdi, like we love you, by the way, but we think you're dumb, to be honest, and you can like stay in your position.
But we agree with that causes. Let me put it this way.
Look how Mahdi agrees with me.
No, the causes. I promise you this.
Habibi, I love you. At the end of the day, I don't want to separate your head from your neck.
That's a
But
good thing.
Ali Baba should be our I'm gonna make a notion to the brethren. Ali Baba and well, not really Rafid, but especially Ali Baba should be someone we should go after and destroy this motherfucker for the way he speaks about us. Wallah, like.
Yes. I agree, Hamza.
Okay, well let's at least have a to and fro. So why does Ali Baba even matter? Let's be honest. If he were in front of you in real life, would you even like look at him twice?
Oh, I'd lick my hand and smack him in the face for the way he speaks.
It doesn't matter, bro. Go after the heads of the snake. You know them.
Ali Baba, Ali Baba. Look. Now let me be real. Ali Baba is a charismatic figure in their spaces.
What's wrong with you? I got charismatic. My dad.
He is, Ibn. He is, bro.
CM says. Oh, here's what CM says. He's not in the audience. He keeps saying, I'm afraid to talk to him, bro. Like, I literally invited him up 30 minutes ago. Yeah, why would we care about CM and Ali Baba and these just idiots? What we care about is Allah Yari. What we care about are the Qazwinis. Let's expose them.
Yo, that's true.
See my friend Ali Kazwini, he's my boy.
Yeah. Let's see how far that relationship will go.
Yo, we're about to destroy your boy, bro. Like Habib said, we're about to destroy your boy.
I'm about to smash your boy.
Everyone is a boy until it matters. That's how Allah distinguishes between the Muslimin and the Kuffar. Right, Chuck?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Walaikum salam.
Shahr Ramadan Mubarak. Yeah, Chuck.
Shahr Ramadan unzila fihi al-Quran.
Yes. Ramadan Mubarak, boys. What's going on?
Do you break your fast with going to Erwan?
No, I date.
Oh, nice.
I have a date every night. What about you?
I have 7 dates every night.
Ahsant, man.
Are they Ajwa? Because if they're not Ajwa, then you're not necessarily protected from black magic.
Bro, all of my dates are Jordanian.
Or any magic, for that
All of
matter.
my dates are Jordanian. I'm going to revolutionize them.
Jordanian, damn, Matthew, that's good. Damn,
We need to check the barcode on those.
I have a new goal.
Israel.
My new goal is to impregnate as many Jordanian women as possible.
Yeah. You're gonna defeat that. That's such a basic thing.
Like Santa Claus. I'm going to utilize Mut'a and I'm going to revolutionize Jordanians to stop
Matthew is so based.
I'm so based, I'm going to get rid of the air bases of the US and Jordan.
Allah.
Maybe I'll have to give myself like a 1 month break, like in between.
Damn. MashaAllah, Matthew. May Allah give you more strength.
Maybe that's what Mut'a is for. What if Mut'a is simply political?
Rabbi Shmuley. Where's the black rabbi?
Is any game when Matthew is saying?
Basically, it's just a simple network. Get the Khums money. Part of the Khums money is towards like revolutionizing a particular people. And then you give the money, the women accept. you revolutionize them through multiple means.
Yo, dog, hearts and minds. You gotta get hearts and minds first.
Hearts, minds,
Exactly.
and minds. They say, some say you have to win the hearts and minds. Others say you have to win the hearts, minds, and the ass. Yes. Bro, whatever it takes to export the Islamic Republic.
I missed you guys. How are you guys?
We are better every day.
We're chilling, man. Ali Baba pissed me off today, but we're chilling normally.
That's why I troll him to a room and I see him in the audience. I troll him. I'll be like, yo, he's trying to make people eat haram food. He believes that Prophet Muhammad pimped his daughter. Guys, stay away from Ali Baba, and he goes crazy.
I hate this guy. I hate him. I hate this fucking guy. And I never say that around, bro.
You want to go and come to Egypt?
What'd you say?
You want to go Ali Baba meet you?
He won't even fucking let me up, this fucking kafir, bro. He's a Salafi at this point, man. Fuck this guy, man. Fuck this guy, man. He's never welcome to. If I'm ever mod, I'm muting him right away.
By the way, just in case people don't know, yes, there are some traditionalist, dogmatist Shia Muslims who they say things like, may Allah bless the plane that bombed one of the leaders of resistance against
Allah.
I know.
There are traditionalist 12 Shias who praise Israel for demolishing Palestine.
La'anatullah on them.
And you want to know why they say that? You want to know why? It's because they're opposed to the Islamic Republic. And you know why they're opposed to the Islamic Republic?
Why?
Because they believe in a 12th Imam that is an occultation. And the reason why they're so visceral against the Islamic Republic is because they believe that the Islamic Republic is competition for a legendary invisible figure. Now the question is, well, not all traditionalist 12ers are like that. True. That's true. So what's the reason, what's the symmetry between 12er traditionalist Shia Muslims who oppose the Islamic Republic and 12er traditionalist Shia Muslims who support the Islamic Republic? What's the symmetry breaker? That's the reason.
Question. That's a good question. What is the symmetry breaker?
Well, it's something we have to dissect in complete depth.
Yeah, definitely. I would say with how you were born, where you're from has a big issue, impact on that.
Yeah.
The family.
But what's the theme? What's the sufficient reason?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about why I support Sayyid Ali Khamenei. And it's to do with how I was raised. It's one of the main reasons.
Nasar, isn't Ilyas Nasar?
Anybody who supports the resistance is a Ibn Halal, and anybody who's against it is a Ibn Sina. That's the only symmetry breaker.
It has to be.
MashaAllah.
I said Nasar and he left, I don't know. Hadi, Ilyas, are you there?
Yeah, these guys are pretty quiet.
Yeah, I think they're asleep. I think Ilyas is fast asleep. Right now, Ilyas is doing...
Maybe that biryani was too much. After fasting, iftar time.
Bro, I bet Chuck has the best
I had to make biryani yesterday myself, and I turned it into a risotto.
It's okay. Yeah, may Allah reward you for trying, man. Inshallah.
I ate today Iraqi biryani. One of my clients got it for me, and it's a big L compared to Indian and Pakistani biryani.
Oh,
bro, you're not galvanizing the Iraqi audience.